Hello, 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 all my beautiful, amazing, fantastic machine heads. Welcome, welcome, welcome back to episode 13 on the Carl TG Map Tour Challenge on the Rainy Woods map. My name is Fury Machine Gaming, and welcome in to another episode. We are now into August. We have officially cut up, let's get us right here, get my mouse ready, 2,600 trees, 13 episodes. We're doing perfect. We're right on it, 21.33 hours on the map. I'm going to get you up in the air, give you a tour, and then we're going to show you what we got going on today. We're going to get a field prepped and ready to go. So there we go. Let's get up here so you guys can see where I'm at on the map is way down here in the corner, and we have done some amazing things. So let's speed over here. We have cleared all these trees. I had this done last time. We've decided to paint grass in the place that we need to, but we are not allowed to mow it because we're going to keep the same rule as when we first started, that if we want a field of grass, we got to plant a field of grass. We're not allowed to mow this grass, so don't think we can. So what we're going to do with this field, after getting some nice advice from a really good friend of the channel, PA Plowboy, aka Jason, he had me a little concerned about how much grass I'm going to need for 1,000 cows. So I'm going to plant this last field right here in grass, plus the outer edge of the mat, or the other outer edge of our farm is going to be grass as well. And then we'll have 1, 2, 3 fields of crops. And then when we get done harvesting the oats, as you can see, we're going to plant sorghum in it. So then we're going to go after sorghum, then we're going to go probably wheat or barley or soybeans. Let me get you up here a little bit more. You can see how far we have cleared all the way to the power lines this way. So we're actually cleared. Every tree from almost the farm is gone, what we can actually cut down. So 2,600 trees and just what you see already. We have a lot of the map to go. And so we're not in a hurry, but we're not also going to keep waiting around, if you know what I mean. We're going to keep going 200 trees. That's why I brought the Brucks back. We're going to continue going this little section right here until we equal it up with the farm, which is right here. Well, actually, yeah, we're going to keep going until we hit here. And then we're going to clear it all the way down. So where we are on the map, let me show you on the big map so you can see. We are right here, and this is our tree line here, and then we will be all cleared with the entire farm, and then it's working our way down, clearing this section first, and then working our way this way. Once every tree is done and we have 1,000 cows, we can move on, but it may not be for a while. 13 episodes, 2,600 trees, and we're not going very far, if you know what I mean. So how's everybody doing today? Hope you guys are doing great. Hope you guys are doing awesome. And I hope you guys are doing fantastic as usual. Whoa. What happened to my microphone? My microphone was still going. My headphones went off there for a second. I hope I didn't lose any sound on you guys. But if I did, it was only for a second. Yeah, I think what happened is my headphones just kind of got a little weirded out. We have also, the cool thing, guys, I want to point out, the cool thing about making the money that we're making is we're able to try out different tractors and play around. I'm letting you guys know that on my farm in real life we use John Deere, okay? But true to be known, in my heart, I bleed red. I love Case tractors. I've always loved them. Dad didn't like them too much, but I love them. So we will be eventually grabbing some John Deere, but I think going in Fs22, I think we might do an exclusive Case farm every time with some older stuff, some newer stuff, things like that, just to bring back what I truly love. But in real life, we have John Deere. So we love our John Deere here in my area, but we also I love all different kinds of tractors. I have a Fiat Gree 180, 190. I also have a Fiat Gree, shall we say a Fiat DT 1300. We also have the John Deere 4640. We also have the John Deere 8R. So we have multiple tractors. We are not just limited to just John Deere. We do use many other different kinds of tractors, but I wanted to bring that out because a lot of people claim that, you know, sometimes I John Deere fanboy out. No, that's not true. It's just all I know. It's what I'm very familiar with, and for those people that use just nothing but Case, that's what they're familiar with, or New Holland, or so on and so forth. I've done my best in Farm Sim to try to use a lot of different tractors and a lot of different brands just because I want to. Bottom line is, but we're doing well on the farm. We're doing well here. But Jason brought up a good point about the if we were going to have enough grass to be able to feed the cows 1,000 cows, because right now it takes 70,000 liters. Also, what I did, everybody off camera, is I went ahead this time and I cleaned the barn out and I cleaned the mine out so that we can do something different instead of that, showing that every day. We also fed our cows. We have enough for one day. We're putting in 70,000 liters a day. As soon as I get this done, I'll show you the cow stat screen. We are at 200 cows now, and when we hit year 3, we'll go to 300, so on and so forth, till we hit 1,000 cows. So it'll probably be 10 years before we get done. But it's pretty cool, and what's nice now is, I don't know why I just did that. There we go. So now we should be at pretty close to 100%. We're going to have to do it one more time. Let me get you to the cow screen here. Right here, let me get my mouse so I can't really see it on this screen because it goes to the other one. It takes, if you look down in the right-hand corner all the way down, I have the animal feed thing, and it tells me how much it uses. We have 79.9, and then we're going to use 70, so we have enough for one more month. We have 280,000 liters of slurry, so we eventually will probably buy a slurry tanker and use both manure and slurry. Maybe, I don't know, maybe we'll just sell it. We'll see what we can go right now. But we're doing well, guys and gals. But I went ahead and I bought this Challenger MT8. It is off the in-game mod hub, so for those of you looking for links to it, you can find this on the in-game mod hub. It's under large tractors, and it's probably the second to the last page down. And it's the Challenger MT8. It's a tracked version tractor. But like I stated in the very first couple of minutes of the video, I like the fact on this that I can make enough money to try out different stuff, try out different factories. Russell put down that we should put a vineyard down, but I don't do grapes very well. Well, then again, not fair. I haven't really done them to try them, so maybe we will. But I do like to experiment with different styles because, guys and gals, and anybody else who's watching this, when we get to Fs25, we're going strictly realistic, just so you guys know. Well, right now, this gives us a series to play around with and finish up Fs22, but when I get Fs25 dropped, and I've already pre-ordered it, already bought it, super excited about it, but when we get it into line and we get ready to go, it's going to be strictly a realistic channel at that point. Predominantly probably under 200 horsepower for every Let's Play. Just for the simple fact, I don't know why I just did that, because I got to get in here so I can see. And now we're going to go over and we're going to grab our lime from our little mine and grab that real quick. But that's why I wanted to finish Fs25 like this, because it gives us a chance to kind of play it. I know that it's kind of a little bit different. I want a realistic channel, but I do like Fs20. Let me get my tongue right. I do like Fs22 of logging maps where I can clear trees and make my own fields and make my own farm. But Fs25 is probably going to be a map challenge, more or less. We're gonna, I'm probably not going to drop too many videos until some cool maps start coming out. And I just went totally by where I needed to be. I get talking, jibber jabbering, as my dad would say. Let's open this and this. There we go. And we got to come right, squeeze through here and not run over the crops if we can, which we didn't leave enough room. But anyways, let's go here. There we go. There, that'll be enough to do that entire field. And that's pretty cool. But yeah, just we're going to be leaning that way and as we go. But we probably will be waiting just a few short little bit before some maps start coming out. And then I want, because my goal is you know how you're always supposed to make yourself better than the last time, right? Than you were. And each time, like Fs15, I did videos a certain way. Fs17, Fs19, I'm evolving to the channel that I want to be. And this Fs25 will be it. And we're going to make it the way it is. We're not going to deviate from that. So I'm super excited. And I know all you guys got to do is kind of relax and hang on for the last little few months. And then we'll be into the realistic Let's Plays. We are not going to go the 28-day months if it has that option. We're just not. We're going to go probably 1-day months at 3x speed or so on and so forth. So we're going to slow it down, but we're not going to do multiple months. Well, depends on what they got going on, if you know what I mean. So anyways, this will be our grass field here so that we'll have more grass to deal with. And we'll have it. And then if we continue to run out of grass or don't have enough to feed 1,000 cows, we will plow in grass. That was the rule that we made. But we're doing well. The farm is pretty much, we got hit with a couple of storms, but we've been mowing hay, getting it ready for the second cut. We've been doing that, as well as getting some odd jobs like tractors greased and tractors cleaned and implements cleaned. And anybody who's a real life farmer knows that sort of job never ends. You're constantly doing it. But when you have a little downtime, you actually spend the time actually doing it. In other words, not just cleaning, because you clean the equipment every day that you use it. I'm talking about like deep cleaning it and making sure that bearings are greased and things are ready to go, things are fixed, and it just makes it so much better when it comes time to use your equipment and then it's ready to go. But that's what we've been doing, and we got 280 acres already mowed, and we got one more mowing day, two more mowing days, and then we got lots and lots of tedding, and then lots and lots of windrowing, and then lots and lots of baling, and then we'll be ready to go. First cut we did, which wasn't a full cut anyways. We cut the grass really super early. We got 427 bales when we first did it, but this one I'm expecting, because it's a little bit longer cut, and it is the second, we always get better yield with the second cut anyways. Then the third cut is going to be about the same yield as the first cut. It's going to be just a little bit less, so probably another 400 bales. We can fit about 5,000 to 7,000 bales in the barn that we have, and right now, last I checked, we have just a little bit over 1,000 in there. So we're going to be able to fill the barn right up completely, and then that's it, and we're ready to go for winter as far as that goes. And then we'll have corn coming due, and we'll have soybeans. Now the soybeans, with the hot weather and the weird weather that we're having, it's starting to take off now. The corn's doing well, but the soybeans looked a little sad, but we're going to get another harvest out, and we'll be ready to go for that, and then we'll get one more cut, and then pretty much as we get closer to fall, then it's starting to prepare the tractors for our plowing, starting to get our tractors set up for cultivating and things like that as soon as the harvest is done, because we want to get all that stuff done before the ground freezes so that we can settle in for the winter, and then it's just daily chores at that point. It's feeding the animals, milking the animals, things that real-life farmers who are real-life farmers understand what you do. Your days never really end. It's the biggest, most ginormous paper route you'd ever want. Those of you who have ever done a paper route when you were younger can relate. It's 7 days a week. It's never ending. You never get a day off. You never do anything. It's constantly, because those animals depend on you. Depend on you for food. They depend on you to go out and get exercise. They depend on everything from you as a farmer. So our days never end, but the crop work, once the ground freezes, tends to slow way down. Now, last year, we had really extremely warm weather right around Christmas. We did get a little baby cut in there, and it only got us maybe a couple hundred bales, but it was the fact that it took us over the edge, if you know what I mean. So that's pretty cool. But we're doing it well. We're into July. We're almost in August already, just about. Let's see, the Monday's the 22nd, so then we're talking only 8 days after that, or 9 days after that, before the 1st. I think it's July 31st. And then we're into September, and then it's fall. Still lots and lots of crops to harvest, lots of things to happen. It'll still be warm weather all the way through August, all the way through September, and then we'll be into the slow down times. And then, if you guys notice, I'm still managing to get quite a few videos out and about. This week we dropped, I think, 5. My apologies. I took one night off in a row there I was just super exhausted. Mowing takes a lot out of me, not physically, because you're not physically doing anything. I'm talking, it takes a lot out of you mentally. Haying is one of the most, other than harvesting, is to me is grueling as far as not hard, but absolutely like you have to stay laser focused. A lot of times our tractors don't have GPS on them or don't have the Starlink on them, so we have to pay attention. You have to mow where you can mow, and that's it. And when you only have a front mower and a side mower, that's it. So you're only covering maybe 21 feet if you're lucky, 22 feet total, because I think our total width, if you went in farm sim terms, is 7.3 meters. I'll show you here. Let me flip this around. Shut this off. This is what we have in real life. On my farm anyways. We have the Pottinger front mower right here. This is what our mower looks like right here. Okay. And then our side mower is, I don't have it in here anymore, but it's the Pottinger. We also have, what is it? I think it's the Pottinger one that looks like this. Not like that, like this. But we also run with the K brand, also side mower like this. But we have a Pottinger 3 something meter sip mower, side little. I've explained it to you guys before what we have. We don't have a big area. We have a big area, but we don't have a big farm per se. We're generally a small farm. We only run about, let's see, 240, and then we only run about, just a little under 1,000 acres. So we don't have a lot. We're not a giant commercial farm. We have 125 head of Holstein, and we have to feed them. So we have 3 80-acre fields that we mow, and we get one of them goes to silage in a bunker, concrete bunker, and one of them goes to hay, and then the other one is half hay, half silage. And we generally get, and if you talk about farm sim levels, we generally get about 3/4 of the way through winter before we have to start, thinking about maybe buying bales. That's why we were super excited last year when we got that little baby cut, because it took us over the edge as far as, all right, so 100% ready to go. So now we can start seeding our grass. We can start planting our grass. But we did well. But that little baby cut that we did in I think it was October, November, the ground was just starting to freeze. It was starting to get cold out, but we went ahead and got another one. The difference between 100 bales and not 100 bales is a big difference. Gets you through that last little bit of month. But we did have to mow early this year. We started mowing, and I think it was about halfway through March, and the weather was absolutely horrible. There was still snow and frost and crap on the ground, but we were out there mowing because we were literally almost out of hay. So we did what we had to do, and that's what allows us now in July to get our second cut. So enough about my farm. Let's see what you guys are doing. What do you guys got going on in your virtual farms? I know what Jason's up to because I see his videos. If you guys get a chance, make sure you check him out. But anyways, let's get our shout outs out of the way, and then we'll start wrapping this video up. Yeah. So first of all, my mentor, my friend, Mr. Grizzly Bear Sims, aka Jerry. Let's switch this to grass. Whoops, I just went by it. Grass. There we go. Then I want to shout out Mr. Big A. He's over on YouTube. He is over on Twitch. He's affiliated on Twitch, but he puts out both videos and he replays them both. So if you want to, he pretty much does all lives, but he also does a few recording videos. So he's starting to expand his horizon. I want you guys to also check out Mr. Russell Whitlock. He is a really good friend of the channel, really OG. He's over on Valley Springs on YouTube, and he just changed his farm, and it was absolutely uplifting because I understand that when you do your farms and stuff, you're like, I'm set, but I'm a big one on changing a lot of times too, just to show something a little bit different, if you know what I mean. That's why I constantly change tractors, and I'm constantly, there we go. Yeah. Whoops. Got to turn it on now. There we go. I'm constantly trying to change, if you know what I mean, just to show a little bit of different tractors, just to show a little bit different stuff. But we are approaching the 20-minute mark, so we will go ahead and say our goodbyes now as we drive. But I will go ahead off camera and I will finish this seeding of this grass. I'll get another 200 trees cut for next episode, and I will get get us to the next day, however long that takes, because I have to seed the rest of this, plant it, shall we say. It's not a planter, it's a seeder anyways. I have to seed the rest of this, then I have to roll it. Then I have to get 200 trees done for tomorrow's episode, well, for September's episode. And then I've got to come back and do our daily chores. What I've been doing is strategically doing the cleaning of the barn twice a day, just because I don't want to, whoops, I got to get a little bit closer than that. I don't want to have to stand there and scoop 80,000 liters out. I want to try to keep up on it throughout the day. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to finish this up. So when we come back next time, we are going to be into the harvest down there. We got another harvest ready to go. And then once that harvest is done, then I'm going to hit that. Yep. And then we will get that field completely done. And then by then, the next field, this field over here, will be ready to harvest. And then so on and so forth. Then we can mow, and we've got 3 fields, so it'll be bada bing, bada boom, then mow, then right back to harvesting again, and meanwhile cutting 200 trees. But thank you for joining me. Thank you. Make sure you guys check out those channels that I talked about. Hopefully we're slow enough now to where I don't have to do the little baby time lapses. I did do a couple of them this week, which was kind of cool. But in the long run, guys, between you, me, and the wall, by the time I record it, and then I have to add music to it, it's the same amount of time if I just stayed up a little later and recorded it later at night. So that's probably what we're going to do, but we always have the option open. You guys know how that works. So on that note, please look out for yourselves, look out for each other, and most importantly, look out for each other's families. Be sure to like and subscribe and share. Hit the little notification ding bell so you get notified when Fury drops a video. Shout out to Outlaw. Please enjoy the night, the day, the weekend, whenever you are watching this. And remember, I love you all. And I will catch you right back here tomorrow or the next day with another video, episode number 14. Have a great one, everybody.